Women are getting fired up. Today we tell you why women are packing more than just their kids' lunch.
Plus, have you ever wondered how much money that you need when it comes to life insurance? Well, the experts from State Farm are here with the answer for that.
Gentlemen, start your engines. Oh, I've always wanted to say that. Local NASCAR driver CJ Faison is here to talk about the weekend's race, the Monster Mile.
And the CBS series premiere of Elementary tomorrow night. Lucy Liu takes us behind the scenes of the modern Sherlock Holmes drama. Delmarva Life starts right now.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Lisa Bryant.
I'm Jimmy Hopple. Welcome to Delmarva Live from Historic Studio D.
And it's a beautiful day on
nice.
Delmarva today.
A little bit more humid, but I'm all right with that.
You're okay with that?
Because it's going to go away and get cool again.
All right. Now, I want to talk a little bit about something that a lot of people are talking about, and I guess we need to talk about it too. I, of course,
Wait, let me guess.
What?
The replacement refs?
The replacement refs.
How did I know?
Have you heard?
Oh my goodness.
Monday night NFL football, replacement ref makes a bad call in the Packers-Hawks game. Now, an eye doctor in Wisconsin is offering the ref free LASIK surgery. A Wisconsin Vision Center is even putting up billboards offering free eye exams to any referee that worked during that Monday night football game. You know, the one where one ref said it was a touchdown,
And
the other one said it was
other.
incomplete, and they're looking at each other.
And they review it,
and
do the same thing anyway.
Yeah.
I got to admit, I had heard so much about that. I did not see the play, went back and watched the replays. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, what?
Yeah, and the NFL came and you know, upheld this decision.
Yeah.
Upheld the decision. So I don't know.
Even the players said, oh, we didn't win that game.
Yeah, well, regardless of how you feel about it. And I think everybody has an opinion one way or the other. I kind of feel bad for the guys. I mean, they're just in there trying to do a job that the other refs don't want to do because of whatever reason, money, I'm assuming. No matter how you feel about it, many people before, there's now a parody of Carly Rae Jepsen's Call Me Maybe. It's called Call It Maybe. Take a listen.
I just met you. That play was crazy. What's his number? I'll call it maybe. It's hard to call right. Every play. What's his number? I'll call it maybe.
Yeah, Call It Maybe. Seth Hawk wrote and performed the parody of Call Me Maybe, making fun of the NFL replacement officials. I guess he has a right to do that. And it's, you know, it is funny, but at the same time.
Okay, so here's the question. We want to know what you think of the lashing that the replacement refs are getting because of everything's going on so far. So we took the question to Facebook. Here's what we came up with so far this morning, or this afternoon rather. Kimberly Griffin, they deserve every bit of it. That's what Kimberly said.
Yeah. Jeff said, I feel bad for them. The NFL needs to make a contract with the real refs today. Now, I want to stop and just say that we noticed when we asked this question, more men feel bad for the refs than the women.
Really?
Yeah. Like Delmont Elsley, he says everything needs to go back to the way it used to be. These so-called refs are clueless. Okay, so maybe he
he might be one a little bit different.
Yeah.
John Beaver said, I think for $3,000 a game, I'd be bulletproof. They're laughing all the way to the bank. Are they making $3,000? I don't know if that's...
Yeah, about $3,000 a game.
$3,000
to $5,000 a game is what I heard. They're paid per diem.
What are you doing Monday night?
Yeah, right? I could
job
learn
here.
before Monday.
Take care of that.
All right, moving on to other careers. STEM. We talk about this in education,
Yes.
science, technology, engineering, and math.
Right.
It stands for STEM. Saturday classes are being offered in Wicomico County, and this is a neat thing for students in grades 4 and 5 and 6, 7, and 8. They can you can send them over to Salisbury Middle School and they can take classes in some really neat things. The first one takes place October 20th, and from 10 a.m. to noon, students in grades 4 and 5 will be exploring rocketry.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I know. See,
yeah.
There you go. Look, you can make
yes.
one of those. You can't do it.
I mean, I can't do it. I can too.
You can't do it.
Didn't I ever tell you my rocket story? I'll tell you my rocket story
You told
sometime.
me your rocket story, actually. They're going to be working on, and then the students in middle school will be working on flying high, what is involved in making a kite.
Now, my dad taught me how to do that.
Did he really?
And it was an Afghan fighting kite. It's not the kind of kite that you might typically.
Right.
But yeah, it's absolutely fascinating.
And there's other classes throughout the fall, including mysterious mixes, forensic science, magnetism, falling for gravity, disease detective, and the life of a hurricane.
Huh?
Yeah?
See, this is good stuff.
Those are just to name a few. So if you want some more information, of course, we'll have that on delmarvalife.com if you want to sign up your youngin' to learn some science.
And have some fun.
Yeah.
Tell them have some fun first. The science comes later. Milford School District. How many days of school do you remember was the worst year you ever had?
I had perfect attendance.
Did you really?
All the time. I think the only time I missed school was when I got the chicken pox in first grade. I'm glad you asked, Jimmy. And maybe a couple times in high school.
Yeah, I didn't have anything like that. I think the worst I did one year was like a week. Or something
Really?
like that. Well, anyway, the Milford School District has come up with a stricter student policy for as far as attending classes. This is for kindergarten all the way up through 12th grade. The new policy says after the 10th absence in a semester, or the 20th for the entire year, a student can be denied credit for that course, or they can be held back.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, what do you
I
think
think
about that?
it's good
20,
one.
I mean, I guess there's circumstances that can prevent your child from being in school for 10 days, death in the family, illness, things like that. But I guess they're talking about unexcused absences. These are the ones where you just don't show up to school.
And we know that there are kids that
There are kids.
wind up
who-
in those circumstances.
Yeah.
Sometimes by choice. So I
Yeah.
think it's a great idea.
Yeah,
it's a good
I
thing
guess
to do.
so. Yeah. The city of Lewis has done something. I saw this in the Cape Gazette this morning. You know those, they're called bump outs. And basically what they do is if they want people to slow down on the street, they build out these concrete curves so that you almost have to like drive around them. Yeah. Well, they put them on a street in Lewis. I forget the name of the street. But anyway, and they didn't work. The
Didn't
city
happen.
decided that they did not work. So they are taking them
DeVries
out.
Circle.
Yes. And I'm still looking for the name. DeVries
DeVries.
Circles.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. City officials approved lowering the speed limit on DeVries Circles to 15 miles per hour from 25 miles per hour.
See if it'll slow people down.
To
Just
slow
safety.
people down because they say that didn't work. They have that in Salisbury on
Right.
Isabella Street. I remember when they put them in there, and I don't think it slowed people down. I think what everyone became was like a,
I can do this.
I can do this, an obstacle course
Yeah.
driver. Oh, this is fun.
Or climb over the top of it and didn't do any good. So
Yeah, exactly.
it just didn't work out.
Yeah.
Can I ask CJ real quick?
Yeah.
CJ, I'm trying to think. There is a race course obstacle where you weave back and forth. What's that called?
Road course.
Road course. But I mean, is that particular maneuver called something?
He's
Like
Just
chicane on it.
chicane. Thank you. That was the
Chicane,
word.
that
I
was
couldn't
the
come up with the
word.
word. Chicane
Okay,
is what
CJ
they were calling it.
Faison is in the house,
Is in the
and
house.
he's given us. We're going to be talking to him later about his race this
Thank you.
weekend. And yeah, okay.
So that's what it was.
He said chicane. I said
Chicane.
he was wrong.
She said that's the plastic thing that stands up. Anyway, have you got a really, really cool, and it doesn't have to be just a truck. Touch a Truck is looking for some more vehicles, I guess you'd say.
Big vehicles.
To set up in Seaford for the kids to climb all over because they want to take it. They're doing the Touch a Truck event. It's in Seaford from 10 to 2, and they're looking for more vehicles. If you've got something cool, if you got like a monster truck, if you got a front end loader, something like that, maybe an ambulance. If you got an old fire truck, they'd love that. You need to contact them. They're looking for a little bit of help to see if they can get some more vehicles out there for a really large time. So think about that. If you know somebody that has one, maybe they can bring it out as well. It's great for the kids. They love
Just
that
think of it this way: if it's something that a kid would like,
stuff. If it's something you'd like to crawl on,
yeah, bring it out.
there you go.
Speaking of looking for entries, the Salisbury JCs are accepting entries for its 66th annual Salisbury Christmas Parade. This year's theme is Superhero Christmas. So you can actually build a float or whatever in that theme of superheroes. You can find more information and entry forms on our website. We'll have a link to where you can sign up. The deadline is November 22nd. That's Parkside Band, by the way. Just saying.
Just saying. Not that you would know.
Not that I would know.
No.
The parade is scheduled for December 2nd. It's a great parade.
Which is awesome. That's great.
Yeah. You okay?
I'm struggling.
You're struggling? What's wrong?
It's horrible news out of Britain.
Oh. Keith Middleton?
No. If you're not sitting down, would you please? Because word has come out, according to a British group, there could be a bacon shortage in the near future.
Oh my goodness.
This is going to affect half of the entire population of this country alone.
At least the men.
At least the men.
Yeah.
At least the whole deal is this. It goes back to the summer drought. Is what it is. It's not just bacon. It's going to turn into beef. It's going to turn into other things that we buy at the store because of the higher cost of corn and everything like that. All over the globe, the drought has caused problems. So now the National Pig Association in Britain is saying this is going to wind up being a bacon shortage because they can't put it out like they did before.
Oh my
so
goodness.
while it's got certain ramifications financially, economically, we're talking bacon.
Yeah.
Bacon.
BLTs.
Really?
I had a BLT over the weekend.
Bacon.
Yeah.
Hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I want to save it next time you get one.
Might not get another one. Hey, you know, if you could come up with one solution to quiet a newborn baby, you know how when you bring the baby home and it's crying and crying, 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 you walk it, and you burp it, and you feed it, and you change it, and the baby
Still doesn't. Yeah.
You need to look at a galaxy far, far away. Let me just show you what I mean. Take a look at this. Oh, I wish I would have known that 20 years ago. Of course,
And it works so well.
yeah, exactly. The little baby, apparently.
4 months old.
Yeah, 4 months old. His name is, I believe, Jake, and he just was crying in the car, and his mom started playing this song on the MP3 player, and he
And he shut down.
shut down.
It worked.
It worked.
And they
What?
tried it again. And it worked.
There he is again. I love the look on his face. It's like, oh, somebody please give me something. Oh,
This'll do.
do.
Okay, now,
Oh.
at one point, this young man's going to grow up, going to have his first date, and mom and dad are say, hey, let us show you something. And he's going to wind up an actor or something before this is all over with.
Oh my goodness,
Or a
that is
musician.
just too adorable.
You never know. Still to come on Delmarva Life. You know, we tend to avoid thinking about needing life insurance, but the truth is, it's something we really need to consider. So how much do you need? Well, we've got an expert here to explain.
Plus, Brian is getting married on Friday.
Oh, yeah.
We'll show you how he's getting ready for the first dance with his new bride. Delmarva Life, life at its best here on Delmarva.
Delmarva Life is brought to you by Sussex County Federal Credit Union, guiding you to your financial future. Peninsula Regional Medical Center, honored to serve the entire Delmarva Peninsula since 1897. And your local York and Mitsubishi dealers.